What is the lazy ad format that prints if you can get it right? That is the order packing video. The order packing video is, generally speaking, a more raw, authentic style of ad format with more minimal editing. It's not usually as professionally edited. It's more raw, authentic. It feels more personable. And if executed correctly, it can be very powerful. So the key with these ads is you almost want to camouflage these ads as a piece of content. You may have seen brands like Elijah's Hot Sauce, for example, who run these order packing videos. And they can be very effective in both ways. So if you have a shop, you got a warehouse, and you're able to make order packing videos, it doesn't matter if you have an iPhone camera. You don't need a fancy setup to try this ad format. You don't need to go hire a bunch of content creators. You can do it in-house, and if you get it right, it can work very well. So step one really is you have to nail the hook. So the key with the hook of a good order packing video, from what I've seen, is you want to frame the hook correctly. If you can frame the hook as if it is their order, and you are packing that specific customer's order, that subconsciously in their mind makes them view that order that they are seeing as if it is their own. How would you frame a hook as if it is their order? Let's pack your order today, my friend. You see what I did there? Let's pack your order today, my friend. Not let's pack this order. Let's pack your order today, my friend. Or you could say my man, or my lady, whatever you want to say. Pick some term at the end that feels personable to your target customer and who you're trying to target. If it was women, it could be something like girlies, something that feels personable, it feels authentic to that type of customer. So from there, what are we doing? So in this opening hook, the key to nailing the hook is you have to nail the script, and you also have to nail the visual that's being used. Different things you can test for the visual could be showing the product in your hand, filming, taking your phone and doing it in selfie mode, and maybe you're showing the problem visually. So let's say, for example, the problem may be some brand of soap that's nasty and it smells bad, or whatever the case is. If you could somehow visually show this nasty soap in your hand being thrown into the garbage, for example, what that's doing there, once again, is subconscious, right? You're subconsciously taking the thing that is the problem and you're throwing it away, right? As if in their mind you're about to pack their order, right? But you're taking the problem and you're getting rid of the problem simultaneously. So then from there, what I typically do is I show the product next. So once again, we are not selling yet. We are starting with a hook where we are telling them that we're going to pack their order. We're showing a visual that would resonate with the type of person we want to attract. And then we're talking about the product. And typically the product would be the product that they would typically order. Maybe you have, for example, a hunting brand and you're selling a hunting product. And maybe the camo version of this is the most popular. So maybe, for instance, you show the camo version in that hook where you're starting to pack this order and there's camo right in the center. That could be something you test. And from there, maybe there's an add-on that goes with this hunting product. So maybe you sell some kind of vest or whatever to go with this hunting product, and you throw that in for free, or you mention that they also ordered that as well. So once again, subconsciously, you're trying to condition them to get that add-on as well if that is the goal. So if you have 3 different options, for example, for an add-on, let's say you've got one that's $20, one that's $50, and one that's $100. Maybe you pick the $50 or $100 one if you want them to have a higher average order value, for example, and take that add-on. So that could be another thing. And then from there, what are you doing next? Then at this point, after you have shown them a hook that doesn't feel like an ad in an engaging way, this whole ad should be raw, authentic, personable. It should feel almost like a TikTok. And we're starting off with a hook that feels raw, authentic, and personable. We're showing a visual of some kind that would resonate with that customer and try to filter out the type of customers who wouldn't buy almost. Then from there, we're showing the product. Then from there, we're starting to kind of gradually sell the product, but not too much. We want to sell the product a little bit, but not too much at the same time. So we're starting to introduce some of the upgrades to this product can improve your life. So with this specific type of ad, what I typically have found to work really well is we're focusing more on the improvements, the lifestyle upgrades, the ways that this product makes your life better, right? They finally got rid of whatever this is, whatever this problem is. They're finally getting rid of it, and now their life is so much better. But you do it in a way that's also not too salesy, okay? So you don't want it to feel like an ad. You want it to feel like a piece of content that's almost disguised. It's a camouflage piece of content. It's starting off as a piece of content that would resonate with that target customer. And then from there, you're slowly and gradually introducing the product. You're starting to gradually introduce the main selling points. And then from there, you're starting to introduce why they should trust you. So maybe that's why 100,000 customers have trusted us, or whatever the case is, 50,000 customers, 100,000, and you're showing them visuals also of the customers using the product, enjoying the product, whatever the case is. Then from there also, at the end, we want to include ideally some kind of risk reversal. So if you don't like it, for example, you get your money back. 90-day money back guarantee. That means if it messes up, if it breaks, if the product doesn't work as expected and as advertised, we'll send you your money back. Only say that, of course, if it's true. You don't want to get yourself shut down. So you don't want to include a risk reversal that is not true, okay? Just stating that out there. Seems pretty obvious, but I want to make sure you guys don't get in trouble with the FTC or anything like that. So if you found this video helpful, go try the order packing video. Give it a few tries. See if you can get the script right, because if you can, it can be a very powerful ad. Now, as far as editing goes, do you have to hire an editor to do this ad? You can. And if you do, what I recommend is you make sure you tell them that it shouldn't feel polished. It should feel raw and authentic, almost like a TikTok, right? It should feel faster with the pacing, more engaging, and any cut should be intentional. So if you're cutting away from the actual warehouse or whatever it may be that you're showing, the cut should be intentional. It should be adding value, if that makes sense. So, but do you have to? Do you have to go hire an editor? No, not necessarily. You can edit these on your iPhone if you wanted. If this video was helpful at all, leave a like, comment below what you want to see next, what you want me to talk about, and if you are running ads, comment your brand down below and let me review your ads. So that's all I've got for this one.